Hello. In 2011, 404 Americans were killed by police officers. You probably think, that's like an average number, right? Wrong. In Australia, only 4 people were killed the same year by police officers. Police in England and Wales killed only 2 people, and German police killed 6. This past year, England did not report a single shooting fatality. The police in and around Ferguson this past month have shot and killed twice as many people in the past month as they have in Japan in 6 years. The use of lethal force is an American issue that desperately needs to be addressed. According to the journalist Adam Hudson, 43% of the shootings occurred after an incident of racial profiling. Officers should be held to the same standard as the public. Police have killed more than 5,000 people since 9/11, almost the same as the number of soldiers who have been killed in Iraq. According to Mint Press journalist Katie Ruck, Americans are 80 times more likely to be killed by a police officer than a terrorist. Police officers are supposed to serve and protect the public, and instead, they do more damage than a terrorist will. In cities with a high rate of gang activity, police brutality is even worse. It's a badge of honor to shoot gang members, so we go out and shoot people who look like gang members, said an anonymous police officer from LA. 400 people die as a result of police brutality every single year. While a majority of police shootings are of white males, it is exceedingly more dangerous for a black male than it is a white male. This is because, statistically, there are more white men in America than there are black men. However, police are more of a threat to black men and women than they are to white men and women. The number one cause of death for a black male between the ages of 18 and 34 is murder. According to journalist Adam Hudson, 1 black male is killed every 24 hours in America by either a police or a vigilante. Now, a vigilante can be a common citizen or a volunteer for the department. On February 26, 2012, a community watchman from Sanford, Florida, gunned down a 17-year-old black male while he was walking home. He believed the man looked dangerous and gang-related. It was later discovered that Trayvon Martin was just walking home from a gas station and he was unarmed. George Zimmerman was found not guilty in the murder of Trayvon Martin. On August 9, 2014, an unarmed 18-year-old black male was gunned down in broad daylight in Ferguson, Missouri. Police officer Darren Wilson shot Mike Brown 6 times and then left him in the street for several hours. According to the officer, Brown struggled and fought against him before fleeing the scene. According to the autopsy report, however, Mike Brown was shot 6 times at angles which meant he could be on his knees with his hands in the air. Police officers have yet to be taken into custody for his crimes. Hundreds of people die every year because of police brutalities, but some cities are working very hard to keep their officers accountable for their actions. Many cities across the country are working on a variety of techniques to prevent these tragedies from happening. According to Houston journalist James Pinkerton, the police chief of Houston is pushing to put body cameras on police officers. A recent Cambridge study of a small police department in Rialto, California, reported that more than 50% reduction of force incidents with officers wearing cameras and an 89% in the decline of complaints against officers during the year-long trial. Starting next week, some police officers in D.C. will start wearing body cameras to work. Starting October 1st, roughly 165 officers will be testing a variety of 5 different cameras in the 7 districts they have in D.C. It is inconceivable that we make guns illegal outright, but in countries where it is illegal, or at least much harder to own one, firearm murders are significantly lower. In the UK, out of every 100,000 deaths, 0.07 of them are from guns. According to the UK Shotgun Certificate, English Rifle Gun Legal Center, it is very difficult to own a gun. Handguns are not even legal in the UK. Tragedies like these happen every single day, but they are very preventable. We can learn from our past mistakes and make our citizens feel safer. 400 people die a year by the careless acts of the police, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can protect our citizens if we urge our lawmakers to hold law enforcement accountable. You can make a difference by writing to your congressman, voicing your concerns. No one else needs to be brutally murdered because the police aren't doing their job. They were put here to serve and protect, not to murder. Thank you.